players in defence, which has been a problem for them. They came in, I think, thinking they had that well and truly covered, but Suckling and Schoenmaker's gone for the season very early on. So Josh Gibson has stepped up again like a Trojan. Back in round 7, Hawthorn defeated Sydney at the MCG. The margin there, 37 points. Roughead booted 4.
The Swans have gone small in their forward line. They've got Pyke and they've got White, but then they've got 4 small speedies around those 2.
White cross to Sewell. Hurried kick out of the middle. Bounces down towards half forward. Malceski overran the football. Puopolo. That's good timing. Just released it. Franklin in stride. Inside the centre circles. Punishing kick. A deep one. And Roughead comes up and takes the mark. It's a small victory for the Bombers. Roughead. 25 metres out. Kick is on the way and he puts it through. How about that for a quick reply? So long to get the first. Back-to-back goals.
Hawthorn just having trouble holding the ball. They've been turning it over a lot. That was clever. And then Hale going forward. Spanger, well played. He worked everybody out, then sort of dropped it away to Hale, to Roughead. Roughead, who's been the lone goal scorer. Clever kick. That's well played. And protecting the footy was Birchall.
I believe Spanger is that second big forward.
This is Birchall's first set shot for the season. It's normally a beautiful kick. Is it coming back? I like it. He's got it. So Hawthorn get one back, they're within 2.
That's what he
so Spanger rushed that a bit, didn't he?
Yep.
So released Malceski, did Everett. Gee, that's Buddy, eh? Reported him. So Franklin's been reported here. How do you see it, Lee and Tom?
Well, here's a tape. Looks like
Roughead, as you saw, fell over. Spanger had it punched away. Puopolo taken high. He'll get the free kick. Talking about height.
Yeah, well, when you're tall, it's easy to bump high, and when you're small, it's easy to get a high tackle because the relative height. He just sort of slightly ducked into it.
Short to Lewis, now Durant.
Completely unnecessary because the ball had been kicked. Yeah, it wasn't even in play.
As Tom said, the umpire, straight in the book, no hesitation at all. That must carry some extra weight. Nicely weighted kick, that one from Lewis.
Most of the season. So Birchall, dangerous kick. Jack, well done, Burgoyne. In fact, Sydney didn't do very well there. They had a real chance to punch it away from Burgoyne, and he stood up brilliantly. And that's a great kick to Sewell. Now he's got Hill to run for him. Uses him now. Now Hill can carry. He squares up, lovely kick. Well played, Hawthorn. And Breust within range.
Game style and their blueprint.
35 goals for the season. Big year last year as well. Key forward for them, Breust. And that's a beautiful kick. So he's dobbed it through.
Up from half back, looks towards half forward. That's a brilliant kick. Now Savage lurking behind 2 other players. Head down, spots the leading target, hits Gunston on the chest. What a powerful kick coming out. And the moment it found the man behind the defence.
And accuracy and conversion. As we see there, 21-5 with set shots.
A total of 33 for the season. This is coming back. Looked for a moment as though we fixed him, Lee, but not quite. Do the business again. Interesting game, this one. Franklin, third man up, finds the football. They found him. He kicks a goal. Being dragged to the ground. Buddy Franklin on report boots a goal.
Just see where Franklin's come from. A long way there. Dane Rampier's direct opponent, just really buddy conscious, facing him, not the goals. Unfortunately.
Drives it outside the defensive 50 then. Lake. That was a clever mark. A couple of times he's outmaneuvered a much bigger man than Jesse White. Sends it back inside the 50. About 20 metres out. They compete. No competition. Parker too small. Hale in position A.
Floating in 20 metres behind Mike Pyke.
Hale going without support tonight. No backup. Bailey, a leg withdrawal. Spanger has been doing a bit of it. Important kick this one. Generally gets them. Kicks this one. Margin is 10 points.
Just change it up a bit, put some speed through it.
Anderson played the first 3 games and the last 2. That ball forward and Buddy quickly onto it. He's been accurate. The booing, if you just joined us, he flattened Malceski with a high bump in the first half and was being reported. It's a good kick. It's a goal. He's kicked 2, Franklin.
It's got its point. Awkward for the Hawks initially. Eventually Stratton across to Whitecross. Hammers it forward on one knee. Gibson. Savage looks up. Kicks inside the forward 50. Roughead goes back. Attracts a crowd. And they can do nothing about him taking a mark.
It's just the height there. Dane Ramsey giving away, I'd suggest, 10 to 15 centimetres at the very least. And that's just a terrific vertical leap and mark, even with the second effort from Malceski.
That team defence where you've got to really take whoever's the closest to you when it comes back. Not so good then.
Missed a couple tonight, but not this one. So the margin at 10 points now.
Taking them on. He's in trouble. The ball does come out. Sewell, twisting, turning. Mitchell off the step. He's a beautiful kick, Mitchell. And he's got the goal. And Hawthorn are closing. It's a brilliant roving goal, wasn't it?
How's that? Remarkable record too. The last down, Kennedy at close quarters. Malceski gave it up to Gunston, across to Birchall, sets it down towards full forward, getting a hand to it. Franklin behind the packets, Biggs in all sorts of trouble. Fell at his feet. Roughead's in there trying to dig it out. Breust, well done. Puopolo, goal. Looky, Breust. How did he dig that out?
Never seen 2 back 50s under so much pressure from the tackling pressure of the forward group to lock the ball in. The Swans were fantastic with that earlier in the game, and now Hawthorn have matched them in that area. So many goals have been generated by just keeping the ball in the area. Eventually, offensive team got a player with an open shot.
It's a high scoring game, but that's mainly because the goal kicking's been so accurate. It has had a finals intensity feel about it. The pressure around the contest.
I mean, attention. And low down, the mark is taken by Hale. Hodge pushing up again. Not a particularly good kick. It wanders down towards half forward. Gunston did brilliantly. Anderson's kick was charged down. The man who did it goes back and foxes it. That was Malceski. Kennedy's holding the footy. Anderson kept on coming. He had the ball 30 metres away.
When you pin that arm and he's gone, all you can do is try and throw a leg at it, but it's virtually physically impossible, I guess, when you've been...
And he couldn't move it forward. That was a great effort by Anderson. Still, it's fresh. This for under a goal. And he's got it. Oh, that's temperament. Into the game and scores.
Actually, what a great play by the sub. You don't see too many subs at three-quarter time, generally. And then Gunston again, almost. Burgoyne's lingering. Mitchell, so good with ball in hand. Gets a good kick forward. Ruffy doing it well. Oh, nearly took Puopolo's head off. And then Poppy back to Ruffy. Oh, brilliant. It might be the Coleman kick. They're in front.
Sometimes you can read the bounce of the ball just the way. Is it going to bounce up in the air? I mean, he just had his hair kicked off, but Roughead, I think, pretty certain that ball was going to kick high in the air from the bounce. And
Puopolo's so brave. I mean, he didn't care whether Ruffy's going to kick his head off. He just wanted to get the ball and get it back to the big Ruffy, didn't he?
But a couple of centre bounce clearances, just getting the ball surging forward. That Mitchell kick forward out back.
Close to Hawthorn's goal. Roughead is through, kicks his fourth. Oh, how's that for class?
Shots where he's come from again. He's got goal side of Richards.
It's not the ruckman. He's just used the big body to charge through.
What a difference. He's white cross. Hard handball, but Hodge up for it to Burgoyne. Hawthorn really revelling in the hard stuff now. Burgoyne just blazing a bit. Great contest. Bruce took a beauty. Came from nowhere on Grundy.
He just had to try and engage his body.
Yeah, just lost touch and feel there, Biggs, didn't he?
But even the medium bloke can jump over the top of the big bloke with a leap, with a run.
So Bruce, he's got that. Set shots back all right. He's had a good night. Grundy. So advantage taken. Biggs. And they get nothing out of it again, I reckon, because Spangler's going to pick it off. And now Birchall swings it back to Birchall. Plenty of time to caress it forward. And Gunston takes the mark. Swans knows.
White, I think, had all the space in the forward 50.
Well, he's such a good kick, Gunston. You give him a better than 50-50 chance from here. He's a really beautiful kick. And Hawthorn are charging now.
So Gunston with 2. Most dangerous forwards late in this only in the qualifying rounds. Careless kick. Hill very, very nonchalant. Coming through though is Mitchell. Plays it brilliantly. Finds Gunston. Gunston across the ground. Now Birchall, had he been able to take that and move, may have kicked a goal. As it is, just lays the ball into the path of Brian Lake.
There he is again, Birchall. He's had 25 disposals at 93.
Together.
Yep.
Brian Lake hasn't kicked a goal this season. Started his career as a forward. Runs inside the 50. That's the kick of a former forward. That's a beauty. For some forwards. Through it goes. Seal the victory for the Hawks. They've certainly been challenged tonight. Terrific game of footy.
We've saw Hannibal in the stand there. I mean, really, they've kicked 15 goals. Their big forwards have been all right. So I'm not sure whether Tippett has been an incredible absence, but Hannibal is such a running, hard-working midfielder. You look at the Swans.
Back to Hodge. Mitchell just threw it away. Spanger taking them on. Parker's been terrific. And the ball up.
Look like they've played Hale in the rucks, then go forward. And Spanger has been dropping back this last 5 minutes or so as a spare defender. That's worked quite well.
So Jack. So Hawthorn minor premiers, and these two teams we think for certain will be playing one another in the first week of the finals. Two big questions. Does Sydney do enough to scare them next week? And will that man be playing? That's doubtful. Let's go down and join Richo with Hodge.
Well, Hodge, the end of another season in the minor premiers, you've got to be really happy.
Yeah, mate, we found it last year, minor premiers. Doesn't mean a hell of a lot towards the end of the year, but look, to come up here, it's always, I know they had a few changes, but it's always tough to come up here and play a team like Sydney. No matter who they bring in, whether it's a young guy or an old guy, they come in, they play their role, and they're hard at it. So we knew it was going to be a tough game, and I said walk away. It wasn't the prettiest game, but we got the win.
You're going to play them again next week now, back down in Melbourne. What do you take down there out of this game?
Oh, look, you come back here, you don't only research this game, it's the last probably month that they've played, so they'll bring in 3 or 4 of their older guys, and look, it's finals footy, and as I said, any game against Sydney's going to be a tough game.
You've been in this position before, as you say, minor premiership, played in a premiership. How are you placed this year? Do you feel better about it, or where are you at?
Oh, look, we've played some okay footy the last month, so we just need to put 4 quarters together. So, as I said, we've done a good job so far, but it's the next, hopefully, next 4 weeks that count.
A bit of an incident with Buddy earlier in the game and reported. Did you get a look at it?
No, mate, no. You don't see anything like that. You run around, especially defender, you're chasing backside. So, well, yeah, what do you get to see of it?
Knew you were going to say that. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Richard. So Sydney made the running, didn't they? They were hard to shape tonight, but it was a little burst at the start of the last quarter that made the difference.
It was funny. Both sides will walk off the field. Hawthorn have won, but they're not going to sing the song with a whole lot of enthusiasm, because really all it means is we've qualified now. Now you get into this sort of, well, not knockout straight away, but knockout very quickly. So it's very much just the end of the first part of the season and the start of the next big phase.
Well, Lee, I think Ruffy might have stitched up the Coleman. He's down with Richo. He was fantastic again tonight.
Yeah, he certainly was. Bruce just saying that you probably sealed the Coleman medal. Ruffy, you're 7 goals ahead now. Must feel nice about that Coleman medal.
Oh, yeah, if it comes, it'll be nice, mate. I've cooked this heat today, took it out of me. But as we were just talking about forward, it's been a good game to watch, and I mean, we got them probably in a week's time, so good to get the 4 points and secure top spot, but we'll meet them again in 7 days.
It was a hard-fought win tonight, wasn't it? You really had to work your way into it. They played really well in the first half, but you gradually just wore them down.
Yeah, well, you know, especially here, we probably weren't adjusting to the ground as best as we could in that first half, but second half we improved and kicked a bit straighter, which was good, and in the end got the win. So happy with that, and yeah, we'll move on next week, huh?
Forward line, great spread of goal kickers again, double figures tonight. You just rotated around so much, it's really hard for the opposition to match up on you guys.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Spain comes in tonight and doesn't hit the scoreboard, but you know, takes away another tall defender, which allows myself and Bud to get some more one-on-ones, which is what you want as a key forward. Looking
ahead to the finals, Ruffy, who can come into this team? Do you foresee any changes in the next few weeks?
Oh, I think you know, Guerra. Obviously, we left Junior. I'm pretty sure he'll come back in, and probably Bailey as a ruckman. Those three, you know, could have played if it was a sudden death, but we knew we had some players to come in tonight, and they did the role.
Well done.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
4 goals through to Ruffy tonight. He's had a wonderful year. I think he'll be probably favourite for the best and fairest in a star-studded team. But he played well. He kicked a couple. The bump on Malceski is going to be the biggest story out of this match by a long, long way. It will be what everybody's talking about throughout this weekend, with a lot of other things, of course. But he kicked a couple. He played his part. 58 goals for him so far. Gibson happy with Lake. Lake got a goal for the first time in Hawthorn colours. Such a resilient team, Hawthorn. So they hadn't won when trailing at three-quarter time since way back in round 11, 2011. 9 times in a row they'd trailed and not been able to win, but not tonight. They broke that one. And those forwards, Roughead 4, Franklin 2, Breust 2, Gunston 2, Puopolo. Look at those contested possessions, nothing in it. Tackles, a few more for Sydney. Clearances, Hawks got them in the end. Inside 50, Swans. But marks inside 50, I would imagine, would be well and truly in favour of Hawthorn. Stratton good. They kicked 6 goals forward at 3-0 in the last term, and that told the tale. 10 scoring shots to 3. Turned a 10-point deficit into a couple of goal win. Oh, Lee talked about the song. He thought they would be a little subdued tonight. So much to think about in the next week or so. They're a great team, no doubt. 19-3. They lost their first game of the year. Sydney 17-10 to 16-4. Alistair Clarkson to come. Plenty more on Friday Night Football.
down to the trap you set tonight.